Let's turn now to China, where the impact of lockdowns are now impacting food maker Tyson. The meat processor today saying it diverted shipments to other markets. Let's get more from Dewardrick McNeil, senior policy analyst at Longview Global and a CNBC contributor. Dewardrick, great to have you with us.
Great to be back, Melissa.
To hear about the lockdowns in Shanghai, what they're doing in Beijing, it's so reminiscent of the early days of the pandemic. What are you telling clients, or how are clients planning for continued supply chain disruptions? Do they think that things are going to be just as bad this time around, or have we learned anything from living through the supply disruptions during the pandemic?
Well, I hope that we have learned on this side what it means to have a situation where China goes into lockdown. I'll tell you, Melissa, there seems to be no end in sight. Xi Jinping has made it clear that pandemic control, that is the zero COVID policy, will remain in place despite all the pressure internally and externally to try and have a more reasonable pandemic control policy. I don't see that changing anytime soon. In fact, we're hearing about additional cities outside of Beijing and places like Inner Mongolia, home to some of China's rare earth mineral production, starting to shut down. So I think people have to prepare themselves for a longer time dealing with the shutdown in China.
Yeah, so it sounds like the supply chain issues aren't going to be pretty, Dewardrick. Isn't it different I hate to say this, isn't it different just this time around in that the population is protesting? They are protesting these lockdowns at this point. You know, Tyson is diverting food shipments, so there are food issues. There's inflation issues. You know, the people of China don't want this to happen this time. And doesn't that undermine Xi Jinping?
Well, I think you hit it on the head. We had protests in Wuhan, but they were much more controllable. This is Shanghai, the major metropolitan city in China with lots of expats, lots of middle-class Chinese, and they were just not prepared for this level of a draconian lockdown. Although it is putting pressure on Xi, Xi is tied to this policy politically because for so long, Melissa, he has touted this policy and his system at being able to better manage an outbreak of a pandemic than, say, democracy. So he has to see this through. And that means a lot of pain for Chinese citizens, for expats there, and for businesses that depend on China and its supply chain.
I have read conspiracy theories, Dewardrick, as to why Xi Jinping would go to such draconian extremes in terms of zero COVID. I mean, we're reading about cases where there's 1 or 2 cases of COVID in a building and they construct fences around that building to prevent people from going in or out. Is it possible, in your view, I mean, you being the China expert, that perhaps China is doing this to show the rest of the world what a grip it's got in terms of the supply chain and the power it has?
Yeah, I've read a number of those stories as well, Melissa. China doesn't have to prove to the world that it has a grip on power. It does. But I'll tell you some real reasons why China is extremely afraid of the pandemic. One, the efficacy of China's vaccines, Sinovac and Sinopharm, are nowhere near as high as Moderna or Pfizer or J&J for that matter. So for that reason, they're concerned. We also have to remember how old the population is. Demographically, there are a lot of people in China over 60 and at risk of death if this virus got loose. And then finally, the health system, although it's made many steps and progresses over the years, it's still not as strong as it needs to be to handle a pandemic like this. And so it could get overwhelmed. So there are some legitimate reasons for them to do this. We may not agree with how strict it is, but it's not just to prove that they have power. That's pretty well established.
All right, Dewardrick, great to see you. Thank you, Dewardrick McNeil.
Thank you, Melissa.
Julie, how do you see the impacts playing out?
You know, I think we continue to see it rippling through the supply chain. And, you know, the minute that there is some kind of a problem, some kind of a factory shutdown, at every step along the way, there's so much complexity in the supply chain that you get these waxes and wanes of supply. So you get places where there's too many containers that are empty in the port of Long Beach, and they're not even able to get them back, right? So it just kind of ripples through the system. And so right now we're seeing transportation be kind of soft, but I think there's absolutely a case where you have build back inventory and, you know, it becomes really full again. Warehouses are at full capacity right now. We've rebuilt our inventories. My concern now is that there's going to be a lot of seasonal merchandise that's going to be coming to us way too late. And then we're going to have a major inventory overhang that's very hard to wind down profitably. So I think there's a lot of risk to margins and retailers, especially those selling seasonal merchandise.
Is there a silver lining, Tim, to this and the impact on the Chinese economy, and that their monetary policy is going in reverse of ours?
Yeah, it's accommodating. They have to worry about their currency, though. If you look at the yuan, it's had a major move, and there are some folks that feel that there's more pressure on their economy. And if you look at some of the biggest stocks, and obviously whether it's the KWEB, the Internet ETF, which had some upgrades and had a nice day today, but Tencent and Alibaba, the two of the biggest, I think, most important tech companies in the world, continue to kind of plunge to new lows. And I think this is a major issue. Capital control and flow of capital in and out of the country is something I think China should be worried about.